Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They start the drive with Lynch. Ooh, the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The Vikings had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Richardson looking to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Off play action, Richardson.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Newton. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. In motion left here, Sanders.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Richardson. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback. To see those guys coming, and get down before the big hit occurs.
On first down, Richardson.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Graham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, they'll run it here. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there.
His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Now it's Newton.
His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Newton's throw is on target to Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Newton to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Inside give to Dickerson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dickerson on the handoff, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now it's Richardson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Again, it's Richardson.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, the run with Lynch. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Richardson.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
This to Graham on the short pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's Newton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Let's go now. Stop your lying.
Newton on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down and 4.
Out of the gun, Newton.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw, Newton. Setting up the screen to Dickerson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Richardson working from the gun. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's down inside the 15.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Richardson yet again.
And left side here, it's Graham.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now following the interception, here's Newton being chased out left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Steps away. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now Newton. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Aaron Rodgers, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England, as we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. LaMichael Pirine. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Britton Brown, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. What a first half we saw from the number 4 overall pick back in April, Anthony Richardson. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
With it on the return now, here's Westbrook.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Newton's throw caught here by Taylor.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Newton now on second down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
From the gun, here's Newton. Staying on his feet, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Sanders shaking and baking. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll run again with Lynch powering forward. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Play action. Now Richardson. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Richardson looking to throw.
And Graham's got it. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action, Newton.
Crossing route, he finds Likely.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left. Crossing route, and he was able to get enough separation.
On first down, it's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Eric Dickerson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Newton.
A little short one there, caught by Likely.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
This 2nd and 4. Richardson.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another 1st down there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they run with Bettis. Able to slither by. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running it with Dickerson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Newton.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run now with Dickerson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Richardson now on 2nd down. This to Graham on the short pass. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Richardson. That one complete to Bettis. Gets past 1 man. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. On the option left, Richardson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton.
And the catch made by Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Newton. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Newton now to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the 50, Newton. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And how about the burst here to begin the drive? Another big gain on the ground. This one good for 17 more.
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now we give running left. It's Bettis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situation.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 1st and 10, Newton.
On target to his man, Likely.
But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw on second down is Newton.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.